Alexa, volume down one. Alexa, volume up one. Because why is the volume on one so loud? Okay, I don't understand it. But I ain't about to be, I need my music. I'm just like, I need my music. And she just been, I don't know. But, Grand Rising, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is to and for you. Hey, Mooey. So we getting ready to do topic of discussion and insight. Yes, we are. So if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you returning to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Okay. So we getting ready to do the topic of insight, the topic of discussion and insight. And our topic is Grand Rising, love. Religion versus spirituality, the church, the temple, and symbolism. Now, I was guided to do symbolism at the last minute. And I'm not gonna go so far in depth with it. Just I'm gonna keep it at a minimum because we'll be here all night. Okay, so we're not doing that tonight. I said we're gonna try to keep it under 2 hours. Last night we did over 2 hours. So we certainly keeping it under 2 hours tonight. I don't care if I gotta track the time. Whatever we gotta do. Okay, because we can't keep doing that. I want it to be, I want y'all to be able to go back and watch the videos, okay, over the course of time. So I don't want y'all to have to go back and forth on no 2-3 hour long videos. That was the reason I started, when I was doing readings, I had broke them down and started doing them individually by the zodiac signs instead of full long messages. Okay, so of course I have a bunch of notes and stuff that I was guided to write down. So if need be, I'll share them. But like I said, our topic is religion versus spirituality. The church, the temple, and symbolism. Okay. Where we gonna start at? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Chat. No, honey. Hello, Hussein. Hello, Robert. Hello, Gregory. Hello, Justin, Sylvester. So, okay, so I said I was going to announce me doing something a little different. The topic today is religion versus spirituality, the church, the temple, and symbolism. Okay. So, do I want to do it later? Okay, I'll introduce that later in the chat. We'll introduce that later. So, yeah, last night we decided we would do that topic today because it kept coming up in the chat, which it often does on my channel. because a lot of people know I used to do readings, so they have their very strong opinions about divination and people who do readings. But, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm not the one who's going to disrespect anyone's religious preference. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you a few things. Teach you a couple things. Hey, Frank Jones. Yeah, I don't say anything against anyone. Believe what you believe, long as it makes you a better human being. Okay? Long as it makes you a better human being, to each his own. I'm always going to strongly encourage everyone to get to know God for themselves and within themselves, though. Always. So, you know, I don't disrespect anyone's religion. That's not what I'm here for, ever. I used to be very religious. So I understand. I get it. Yeah. And being someone who studied religion, different multiple religions, I definitely understand. We could talk about Islam. It's not it's we talking about religion as a whole. It's not just one religion or the other. It's as a whole. Okay, a lot of people it's I found from my own personal experience that people who tend to be more religious frown upon spirituality. But even in religion, you have to have some sense of spirituality. Like if you're in the church, for example, that should be your stepping stone into your spirituality. You know, a lot of people say they read the Bible, right? However, a lot of things that are frowned upon are in the Bible. So it's like, pick or choose your battles. Now let me stop. I'm gonna be serious tonight. I'm gonna try. No guarantee. Would you consider Hinduism a religion? I don't consider it a religion. I consider it a way of life, just like Islam. I consider it a way of life. And I found that a lot of Muslims and different religious, they practice heavy in spirituality, heavy in their spiritual practices, heavy. So I feel like it's more so Christianity that frowns mostly upon spirituality or spiritual practices, rather. And I get it. I understand. I understand. Hey, I-90 West. Hey, Deliante. So I get that. I understand that. So it don't bother me. It used to bother me because I'm like, thank you. It did what it wanted to do. It used to be red. It went from red to this, so I left it. Thank you. Um right, Hussein. You're right. However, I don't consider it, you know, They may consider a religion, but even in Islam, they teach you. Because I went from Christianity to being a Muslim, right? So even in Islam, they teach you it's a way of life. It's not a religion. It's a way of life. You can hear that. The volume is only on one, but I grew out of religion into my spirituality. Okay, so all the time, I-90 West. I love my music. I'm a music head. Like, I can listen to anything at any time. But I am not a Scorpio. My Venus and Pluto is in Scorpio, but I'm not a Scorpio. I'm a Sun Sag. It has been a while. It's good to see you too. And if you know anything about a Sun Sag, we we are very spiritual beings naturally. So Sagittarius, like finding they self and getting in they walk in the beginning, are going to seem a little confused when it comes to religion. And yes, when it comes to religion and different things like that, because we're the zodiac sign of higher learning. Higher learning. So we seek to learn. We seek knowledge. We are the truth seekers. Okay, so it go deeper for us. It has to go deeper for us because we're always going to look for the deeper meaning in everything. So okay, now who's saying? Okay, you silly. Thank you, Mr. Carter, for the jewels. I appreciate you. So yeah, I that's how I got into my spirituality, just studying different religions, studying different things in regards to spirituality, studying universal law, because like divine oneness, all things work together. All things work together. So, evil eye, a symbolism of protection, is what that is in a nutshell. I walked around for 5 years with one on my ankle. I just cut it off when I was out of town about a month ago. Love back to you from Chicago, Mr. Carter. Absolutely. Say even got family members who ain't worthy. Whew. Tell me about it. Absolutely. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. So some don't like to think that, but it is. Everything is energy. So my whole thing is when people, am I ready for winter? I love the winter time. Fall is my favorite season, fall and spring. Yes, I know about that too. Fall and spring are my favorite seasons. But I love winter only because I love to play in the snow. I'm a little weird. I love the snow. I know most people don't. but I love the snow. You got to embrace all seasons. It's something special about every season. Snow tube date. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give me yeah, I'm gonna go outside when it snow. Y'all can play with me in the snow. Hey, Super Patriot. Oh, yes, it's plenty snow in Buffalo. Yeah, I'm not much of a fan of summer. I'm not. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you. So, along to the topic, right? So, I want to know first, we're going to start with what is the church? I want to know if y'all know what a church really is. What's your perspective of that? You see one right there, a troll right there. They coming. It take them a while. But oh, do they be on it? Hopefully we won't have certain type of trolls because I definitely prepared accordingly. Okay, sir, Uncle Buck. I ain't mad at you. Church is a religious institution, place of worship. As you should, Hussein. It is certainly a religious institution. Institution, that's an interesting word for a church. Never heard anyone call it an institution, but that's fitting. It's fitting. Place of worship. I would agree. I-90 West. I would agree. So I would say church is more of a place of worship. It's definitely a religious organization, but institution is very much fitting. Yeah. You're the house of God. The church is the people. The people are outside of the church. The people that you're supposed to help and the people that you're supposed to congregate with and all of those things are outside of the church. Yeah. The church is supposed to be the meeting grounds for worship and for I want to say more so where you release your demons. You know, where you release your demons. Okay, I'll say that. Cuz if you really think about it, that's where all the low vibrational energy gravitates to, right? If you've ever sat in church or been in church and you feel like I'm gonna just give an example of something. sexual energy. Okay? A lot of people are hungry after church, horny after church. Hopefully, we all adults over here. Okay? Thank you, 4748X. So, I don't know if people pay attention to that though, and it is funny, but it's the truth. People are usually typically hungry or horny after church service. And no, they not gonna admit it, but some people leave the church, go to the bar. Some people leave the church, go home, get busy. Some people leave the church and go do whatever low vibrational activity that they do in they demonic energy. They feed they demons somehow, some way. Okay. Um, you get a lot of lustful energy in the church. So I've always called it a place where you go release your demons, a place for you to go leave your demons at. Okay, and the person over the church should have the spiritual they should have the spiritual power to be able to cleanse the space properly. You should be able to cleanse the space, remove the demons, so other people can come and repeat. It's repeat. But you got to have the right person over the church. A lot of these people that be over these churches live deeply in a low vibrational energy, which some call sin, right? But sin, listen, we could go for days with this one. Okay, so sin is something that was created to control people's actions. Okay, if you do too much of this, it's a sin. If you overindulge, it's a sin. If you commit this, it's a sin. If you go against these certain commandments or these commandments, it's a sin. However, if we went off of it biblically, it would be God is sin. That would be literally, we would literally be reading that God is sin. If you pay attention to what you read, depending on the chapters you read. I appreciate you, Hussein. Yeah, we having a little God talk time. Yes, super patriot. I'm telling you, it's definitely a thing. Like, and people so scared to talk about it, and people so scared to, because it's like if you say anything, you're going to hell. But hell and heaven is a place that you create in your mind. That's what you create for yourself in your physical reality. So it's like you don't have to, but it would do you a tremendous amount of good to just study a little deeper, a little further into what you read, into what you think you might know, into what you're taught. Because it's like a lot of pastors and preachers that act like they have this prophetic gift. They don't, though. They don't. Everybody does not have that gift. Everyone, God didn't choose everyone to have that gift for a reason. Because a lot of people say it and misuse, and then there be consequences behind that. Why you think so many churches be blowing up, falling apart, shot up, and all types of other stuff. You can't, God don't play like that. God don't play like that. You can't play with God like that. That's a no. You do not play with God like that. It don't matter how many times you speak Jesus' name. It don't matter how many times you repent. God gonna get tired of your ass. God gonna be tired of it. He gonna get tired of the foolery, cause it's only so much. God got tired of people in the Bible. What makes you think he ain't gonna get tired of your ass? It's only so much you'll get away with. It's only so much repenting you can do. So I'm just saying. Everything is in the Bible. I'm telling you. Every religion, listen, I always tell y'all, take these books of teachings. Every religious book is a book of teachings. Take these religious books for what they are, books of teaching. However, every religion takes something out of the Bible. Every single religion takes something out of the Bible and they create a different religion from there. So I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. And the writings on the wall, absolutely, Hussein. Yes, absolutely. It's taken from the Bible and the writings on the wall. The ooh, I feel like I'm gonna go there. I don't want to go there. I might. Okay. The Bible comes from the writings on the walls. I'm gonna just leave that at that. Y'all can study it, do a little research, do what you will with it. I would love to, Hussein. And I love, man. Hermes, you back again. Oh my goodness. I thought I blocked you. What did I do? Put you on a timeout? So, yes. You are the temple. You are the Christ consciousness. Okay? Let's talk about Christ consciousness. What is Christ consciousness to you? What do you feel like Christ consciousness is? To you as well, Colin. Yes, Hussein. We could have a real long, because these are the type of things I love to talk about. I love talking about God. I love talking about religion. I love talking about theology. I love talking about symbolisms. I love having these conversations because it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know. And I just be like, I feel like if people were properly taught these things and taught in a way that they can understand it instead of having to decode everything like most of us had to do to be able to learn these things and study these things, because everyone doesn't get it. Everyone doesn't get it right away. Everyone doesn't understand it. Okay? But it's so much more to learn than what you're taught on a surface level. So much more to learn. This is why That's why I talk about astrology a lot, universal laws a lot, because it all literally goes together. All of it goes together. That's what divine oneness is. All things work together. So it just shifts your perspective on religion and spirituality, because what you taught about spirituality is evil, or it's witchcraft. But no, not everyone does what people call witchcraft, but everyone who has a structured routine does a ritual. That's what a ritual is. A structured routine is a ritual. And people just call it different things. People have words for everything, and it's literally what people speak against. Okay, it's a lot. Let me see. I done missed some comments. Okay, Randy, I hear you, but you better slow down, honey, because I don't play about God, and God don't play about me. Break your feet, baby. Break your feet. Slow down. Don't jump on here and get to just talking. Sit and listen for a little bit. You might learn something. Hey, JJ. Yes, yes. Okay, he said when your soul is one with the universe. Absolutely. Yes. It ain't. Whew. Okay. So it's crazy. A lot of people use mantras. I personally feel like mantras would be more so like positive affirmations, repeated affirmations. Okay. It's just different wording and different words in every culture for the same things. The same things. It's literally the same things practiced a different way in different cultures. Called a different thing in different cultures. That's like, okay, for example, the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah, the tree of life, is used in every religion. The tree of life. The Kabbalah is used in every religion. Every religion. Every religion. What would that tell you? Just knowing that alone, what would that tell you? Spirit is in you, Hussein. Okay, let's say Grace 33. Where you come from? 33. That's so crazy. Now, we was going to talk about the number 33, but maybe we should. The Kabbalah is, I was about to say you, but it's a sacred map to higher consciousness, to your divine self. It's used in every religion. It's used for spiritual practices as well. It's used in spiritual practices as magic, a way of magic to bring things into physical reality. Just do a little research on the Kabbalah. I highly recommend. It says love. It says love. It has stars and hearts on it. Yes. 33 is the most powerful number there is of numbers. 33 is the number of death, rebirth, transformation, change. Like I tell people, the most important numbers or ages you'll ever be is age 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55. Those are the most important ages that you'll ever be. Those are the most significant ages in your life where you'll experience the most change. You'll experience possibly even trauma, healing experiences you'll go through at those ages. And you're supposed to go through learning. Those will be the ages that you learn the most. Okay? But at age 33 is going to be the most significant time in your life to go through a rebirth, go through a change. Everybody. That's everybody. So go back. If you older than 33, go back and analyze when you were 33 and pay attention and just think about what changes you went through, what significant change you experienced, what rebirth, what transformation did you go through at age 33. Absolutely, Hussein. We got a portal coming up. 1111 portal. Nobody. 23 is 5. That's a nice number. Number of change. Absolutely. Saturn is the planet of return. Very powerful. So in your birth chart, this is why I tell y'all study your birth charts. Because in your birth chart, your 10th house is that Saturn energy, right? So even if you have Capricorn in your chart, because Capricorn is Saturn is Capricorn's ruling planet, right? They don't tell you this, JJ. They're not going to tell you this because they study you to learn things about you that you won't even know unless you get to the point to where you grow in consciousness and learn these things. They're going to keep putting certain books in your face. I ain't going to say what book, with what they put in there for you to be fearful of, like certain symbolisms, sacred symbolisms. If you change around the word sacred, is scared. So, just think about it. Sacred symbols are there for you for a reason. Okay? They're there to be used for a reason. However, they teach you to be scared when you see these sacred symbolisms. You're not supposed to be scared of them. You're not supposed to. The only symbolism you shouldn't engage in, and I believe is Russia. They locking people up for Satanism in Russia. So the oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. The pentagram. I'm tripping. So the pentagram upright is a sacred symbol, right? And it's used in early Christianity days, right? However, some speak against it, but it was used early on in Christianity, right? It's a sacred symbol. With the pentagram in reverse, it's a symbol of Satanism. So in Russia, I believe right now they're locking people up for Satanism, for worshiping Satan, as they should. I don't care who say what about it. So, it's the sacred symbols are not like the Kabbalah is a sacred symbol. The Holy Trinity, which is you, mind, body, spirit. It's a topic for another day. However, but the number 3 is going to always be the most powerful number. Okay, it's the most powerful number, the number 3. Okay, it together being the master number 33 makes it more powerful. Hold on, y'all, because I didn't miss y'all comments. But that 10th out, what I was saying before, because y'all got me, I'm reading these comments and y'all got me jumping from one thing to another. But what I was saying before with the Saturn energy, 10th house, your 10th house in your astrology chart is your Saturn energy, right? And Saturn is also one of Aquarius' traditional ruling planets. Even though Uranus is Aquarius' ruling planet, Saturn is also traditionally one of Aquarius' ruling planet, okay, which is Saturdays. Saturday, we ain't gonna go too far into it, but I'm just saying, okay. Um, but that 10th house energy is Capricorn energy. Your 10th house placement is your placement of success. It's your placement of returns. It's your placement of stability, okay? And structure. So it's very important to know that. Very, very important to know that. Mm. Okay, JJ. This would have been a good one to have my buddy Sebastian on here. So, look, so I can't. Now, Hussein said, being a believer, wow, I feel it's believing in heaven, paradise, and hell blindly with full faith in God. Hmm. Okay, JJ. Having divine love is having unconditional love. Absolutely. I agree. Yes, one with the universe and yourself. Yes. That's growing in consciousness. That's growing in Christ consciousness. So, right. See, this is why, let me tell y'all why I always say Jesus my big brother, as many call him. Okay? We ain't gonna get into the politics of Jesus and the letter J and all of that, because I will. But I ain't gonna do it tonight. We'll do that one another day. However, I always say Jesus, as y'all call him, is my big brother because Jesus is the Son, okay? The Son of God, right? Is this we I didn't see that. So I always say Jesus is my big brother because, well, you could go, what is it? I want to say it's, okay, it must be First Galatians. I think it is. Dang, I want to look. So, aliens been here. Been on Earth. Um, I want to say it's First Galatians. Okay, all of us are children of God, right? So this is why I say Jesus is my big brother. But I want to say it's in First Galatians. I thought I ain't gonna go through my prayer book because that's too much flipping pages. Let me look. I want to say it's First Galatians 4. I don't know, y'all. Look it up, cause I don't. This my phone acting janky. But I want to say it's First Galatians 4. Which verse? Y'all know I don't do verses. I do whole chapters because I don't be wanting to miss nothing, and you miss stuff when you only read verses. So I want to say it's First Galatians 4 though, where it speaks on God giving you the spirit of son. So in your heart though, okay? God giving you the spirit of son in your heart. So you believing that you carry this spirit is up to you. Your beliefs are up to you, strictly up to you. But you carry the spirit. We all carry the spirit. It's whether you're able to tap into the spirit or not. Some don't believe that, so some are not able to tap into the spirit. So some, because Jesus was a spiritual teacher, spiritual healer, okay, an ascended master. I tell y'all this all the time. An ascended master, one of many, okay? So growing in Christ consciousness is awakening to who you are in Christ, who you are, and growing into the spirit that lives in you, in your heart. Okay. So I'm trying to iterate this in a way where it's understood and it don't fly over people's head. Cause I go at it with people with this topic all the time. And be like, oh, you crazy, y'all. I ain't got time. So I'm going to just say, look into it. Because there's several scriptures in the Bible that teach you that Christ lives in you. The Spirit of Christ is in you. So what do you think that means? Like, I just be want to know, what do people think that means? If you really read the Bible, what do you think this stuff means? If it's telling you right there, it's in First Galatians, I believe, Ephesians, Galatians, Romans 8. I know that one. It's Romans 8. Um, oh my goodness. Alexa, pause the music. Shit, I'm trying to think. They throwing me off. What did I say? Romans 8, Ephesians, I think it's Ephesians 3. I said First Galatians, and I believe Galatians 2. Um, Hope of Glory, Christ in you. Collisions, I think 1. Look those up, okay? If you want to. If you don't. But yeah, okay? I'm trying to think of these scriptures while I'm speaking, and they ain't coming to me right off the bat. But I believe those are it, okay? I probably would. SWX. Big flames. The blue ones. Let me see. I'm missing y'all comments. Oh, track stop. I think so. To be honest, you look like it. It is their super patriot. Okay. I really want y'all to look those chapters up for me and put it in the comments, so I know I ain't tripping. I believe those are it, but I don't got my books right here. Oh, Colin, absolutely. There's a whole lot to consider when you think universally. And a lot of people can't handle it. So that's why people tend to be stuck in their head a lot about things of that nature, because the mind, ooh, the mind is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful place to be in. But when you stuck in your mind in an unhealthy way because you're not able to process certain things, or when you don't understand certain things, it can be a very destructive place as well. So, spiritual and mental balance is a beautiful thing. Thank you, I-90 West. Adventure? No. Yeah. So what do I got here that I can? What notes I got here if I need to tell y'all any? Cause I probably done said all types of stuff and ain't thought none of it. Okay, we spoke on Christ consciousness. We spoke on wholeness, mind, body, and spirit. Oh, one thing I did write down was we are all governed by universal laws and according to our actions. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about that? I'm always up for a good universal law discussion. Oh, I also had on here your spirit. I can't even get it out. Your spiritual vision of your mind is your imagination. Hmm. That's just what most secret societies call it. But it's so crazy because your your imagination, it's like goodness gracious. SWA. That's okay. Okay. At least you can admit it. Okay. It's a lot of people out here that's empty vessels and they don't even know it. They don't even know they are an empty vessel. Okay. Um just from your comments, I don't feel like you're soulless. Mm-mm. I don't feel like you're soulless. And yes, your imagination, my bad. It just threw me. Your imagination is your spiritual vision. Okay? It's your way to the spiritual world. It's your way to your creativity. It's your way to um you know, those of you who like the astral project and things like that, your imagination is your way. You better use the key of something you brings. Key of something you yourself brings into reality. Absolutely, JJ. That's so crazy. What do I have right here? And I didn't say it because I thought I already spoke on it. I did. Yeah. Your imagination, but I didn't speak on it in that way. I spoke on it when we talked about the Kabbalah, the tree of life. That's when I spoke on it. So, yeah, your imagination is used in a magical way for your spiritual intentions to manifest your spiritual intentions into this physical reality. And you said what? the key of something you yourself brings into reality. See? Okay. Sebastian, where you been? Yeah. I'm telling you, Sebastian, you ain't lying. So thirsty. A tool with tools. Thank you, Nathan Computer. Ooh, Swedish meatballs. How long we've been on here for over an hour. What did I say? I said we weren't going over 2 hours tonight. My day was great. Very peaceful. Thank you. I hope your day was great as well. Absolutely, JJ. Everything starts with a thought. Everything. Everything starts with a thought. Manifest it into this physical reality. Absolutely. Only I know that, JJ. I can tell. I can name a few of y'all on here that's rocking up there in consciousness. I always know the conversation tells it all. Alexa, volume up one. Did I turn the music off? Alexa, continue the music. Alexa, skip that song. Alexa, volume down one. I know she like, girl, shut up. Oh no, SWX, honey. We don't do that over here. Mm-mm. You can't do that. That is not okay. That is not okay. I'm gonna have to put you on timeout. I just saw that you deleted it, but I had already put you on timeout. I'm not gonna block you, love, because I like your energy, but that's what we not gonna do. We don't do that over here. We don't do no discriminating, no forms of hate. We keep it respectful, or you got to go. Big wrong. You ain't been on here all this time. You've been on here all this time and you ain't said nothing. And you wait till I say Alexa. Now I'm gonna start saying Alexa, play some Jagged Edge. Who's saying, don't worry about it, honey, I got you. Oh my goodness. That's the last night you did the same thing. Soon as you came on, soon as you got here. Ooh. Right, Sebastian. Okay, Big Rome. I'll quit. I won't do it. I won't. I'm gonna try not to do it no more. But I had to cause you said something. I couldn't resist it. It was just like, you know, enjoy your night as well, JJ. Thank you so much for your interaction, your positive interaction and insight. I so appreciate it. I love a little shared wisdom. Is it morning there, Hussein? That's beautiful. It's night here. It's 9:26 p.m. where I am. Truth is not meant to stay within walls. It's not. Gotta let it out. It come out. All truth comes out eventually. Whew. If you need love, I got what you need. Ain't no way that can take that from me. 8 a.m. Whew. It's bright and early. I'm probably gonna have some tea too. Sebastian, it was a bit interesting. We touched on spirituality, the church, the temple, what the temple is, what a church is, um, symbolism, sacred symbolism. What else? But you are more than welcome to put down, you are more than welcome to drop some knowledge. More than welcome. We touched on Christ consciousness, the Holy Trinity, mind, body, spirit. Um, I gave a few Bible verses in regards to knowing Christ within. It is defined in the Bible. What the church is definitely defined in the Bible. Let me see, because I believe it is. I really don't care if people stare at us. How is the church explained in the Bible? Yes, not a physical building. in a nutshell. Hold on, let me read the whole thing to y'all, because I ain't going to do y'all like that. Yes. That's why I just said, let me read the whole thing to y'all. Because that's how I explained it. The church is outside of the church. It's the people you help, the people you know, church is a scam. I said what I said. It's a scam. God just want to drop them confirmations for you. Church is a scam. A big one. The biggest scam ever known to man. It's so funny because once you realize that we are Christ-like, the interpretation of the Bible becomes really painfully obvious. Very painfully obvious. And you cannot unsee what you see once you wake up to that level of consciousness. Okay, it said, I'm going to read this to y'all. It says, key aspects of the church in the Bible: assembly of believers, body of Christ, bride of Christ, temple of the Holy Spirit, people of God. Not a physical building. The church is an assembly or congregation of people who have confessed. We're going to leave it there. The people are the body. Christ is the head. Oh, this one is interesting. I've never heard this one. The church is called to function as Christ's hands, mouth, and feet in the world. Never heard that one before. That's interesting. The bride of Christ is a metaphor that highlights the church's intimate and sacred relationship with Christ, who loves and is devoted to the church. Now, I do believe the Bible says something about God or Christ didn't have, Jesus didn't have a wife. Jesus was married to the church, which is the people, right? Or am I tripping? Look, he's talking about meet me at the altar. Okay, now let me stop. Thank you for the jewels, Big Cap. Yes, all one. Yes, I remember the bubble, Sebastian. The whole bubble been on my mind all day. I cannot lie. That was a hell of a. That was a good one. I like that whole theory. Maybe yes, some babies come on, won't you be my what's going on across the sea? It ain't nothing cause the church the right thing, union, that God level connection. I want to hug you. Union becoming one whole. That's what I'm saying. Like the meaning becomes so different and so much beautiful. I'm telling you. I love it. Right. So that go back to what we was talking about last night when we was talking about divine unions and that God love, that God level connection, the divine union. Much, much more beautiful. Yes. I said it too. I said, where's Sebastian at? I would love to have my buddy Sebastian on here on this topic. I said that about an hour ago. Hello, heart touching. Oh, you good. I knew you was coming. And I appreciate it. I am wonderful. How are you? And thank you for asking. Hello, Mickey Ronnie. Oh my goodness. Did I miss one? Okay, I did miss one. It says the church is also described as the people of God, a term used since the Old Testament to signify a special covenant relationship with God. Oh, don't you love it? Yes. We did say church was a place of worship. Okay, we did say that earlier on. And I also said, I feel like church is a place where you go to release your demons. And there should be a strong, powerful person over this church, whether it be a first lady, the lady under the first lady, or the pastor of the church. Okay, I it should be the first lady or the lady. It should be a woman. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that now, because that's what the woman should be able to do. If she in her power and she in it strong, she's able to remove them demons out that building. Because if that's the place of worship and that's where you're going to seek guidance and seek help and you're going there to release your demons or confess your sin or whatever it is. Now, I also spoke on sin, about sin being created to um basically control you and place fear. Okay. um I went further into it early on, so you have to rewind it. Okay. But okay, McDon, I ain't even see you creep in. But thank you, heart touching. I appreciate that. So with with the head of the church or the person over the church or the congregation, whatever whatever you want to call it, it should be that woman should know her power. That person should know her power in a way that she's able to cleanse that place, pray over that place, and pray over the space. It should be, oh my goodness. If the if the right people were in certain positions, these churches wouldn't be getting burned down. If people was upright and righteous, these churches wouldn't be getting burned down. These pastors and so on and so forth wouldn't be taking these falls that they've been taking all year. Because I've seen a lot of pastors in the news, on YouTube, on social media, and they have been, you know, God tired. God, I said it earlier in the video. When God gets tired of you playing, the universe is going to shift and you're going to need to adjust. Because you can't just keep playing like you really, you know. But we spoke on false prophets earlier on in the video, so I'm not going to touch on it again. Okay? Not going to do that. Hello, Jory Love Food Reviews. Oh, I love food reviews. Thank you for the floating hearts. I love it. It's cute. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Oh, thank you for the flowers and floating hearts. They are pretty. Okay, that was cute. But, y'all, you gotta really dig a little deeper than what you're taught. Okay? And if you are in the church, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but know how, if you're a pastor, because I know it's some pastors that watch me. I've been doing this since, they've been watching me since I've been doing readings. So if you are a pastor, tell your first lady to step in her power if she's not already. Tell her to step into her power to where she's able to cleanse that space and clear out that demonic low vibrational negative energy out that space, because it matters. It matters. You might not think it matters, but it matters. So if y'all gathering in the church and the congregation is congregating and stuff, just imagine how many demons come in there. How many people come in there and release their demons, pray their demons off of them. How many times you've prayed demons off a person, or if you have that ability to do so, because not all have that ability to pray people's demons away. Okay? Some do. A lot don't. But they'll act like they do just so they can pass around their collection plate. That's a different topic for another day. However, if you're going to do it right. That's all I'm saying. Teach people how they should be taught. Teach people for real. And if you don't even know how to decode and decipher what the Bible is really telling you, stay out of it. Don't keep teaching people falsely if you don't know what you're talking about. Don't keep doing that. Because I said it before, you sending people right into destruction. You causing people to walk right into their hell. You're not saving their soul. You're not helping them. You're not pushing them towards growth or growing in Christ consciousness. You're setting them back. And that's not right. Because your church or your congregation, whatever, it should be forever growing. If you're doing it properly and you're doing it the right way, it would be forever growing. It's forever evolving because you're going to teach people the correct way. You're going to teach people the things that actually save their soul and actually help them grow in spirit. So if you teaching them properly, they won't have to come back and they'll send someone else your way. because you actually did help them, or you actually did help save their soul. So, or come up out that low vibrational demonic energy. It don't matter if it's a church, a temple, whatever organization you in. If you properly teaching the people, you supposed to send them out. You supposed to send them out to do the work they supposed to be doing. Teach them properly. They'll go out and they'll do the work they supposed to do. And they'll send people back your way so that you can help that person, so on and so forth. That's how it's supposed to be done. But y'all sitting here worried about passing that collection plate around and getting them donations so y'all can misuse them funds that y'all not pouring back into the people, into the communities, into the church even. Church falling apart. Y'all ain't put a dime into it. People falling apart. Y'all ain't put a dime into them. Community, you got people sleeping on the church porch, stairs, bench, whatever. You ain't did nothing for them. People's bills getting, people hungry. Bills ain't getting paid. Y'all ain't lift a finger for them. Ain't bought a meal, ain't paid a bill. Make it make sense. But you call yourselves men and women of God. That ain't how they work. God get tired. It's a few scriptures in that same Bible, y'all flip them pages in, that talk about how God got tired of showing grace, giving grace, and showing mercy. And eventually, you know, just if you're gonna read for real. Don't play with it now. Don't just read the scriptures you take to throw back at people to attack them. Got to be careful. One time you'll see. 2819, an incredible church. Mark Anthony Michael Mitchell, incredible pastor. Okay, McDonald. I'm gonna write this down so I can check it out. My bad, y'all. I just went on that whole little rant. Didn't intend on it, but you know, it happens because I get real passionate about people. And I don't like that people be out here playing with God, because I really don't play about God. Because God ain't never played about me. And I know God for myself and within myself. So I really don't play. And I get sick and tired of people out here pretending. The great pretenders, as I call them. That think they can go back and... I heard repeat offenders. Okay, for real. Repeat repenters. Repeat repenters. Tell your mama stop yapping. Okay? You ain't even got to be here. Move along. See? I'm going to help you out, though. Don't worry about it, baby. People that think they can just keep doing stuff, keep playing and pretending, and you know, thinking they got people thinking they living their life a certain way, and they ain't. Just step down. If you can't fulfill that role of leadership and you can't fulfill, that ain't your purpose, step your ass down and let somebody else step into their true purpose and fulfill that role of leadership, because a lot of y'all be playing. Absolutely, McDon. A lot of these pastors walk with the devil hand in hand. As y'all, you know. They wear they demons proudly and call themselves men and women of God. Shit is sickening. Truly sickening. Ain't nobody else around me. Don't you know that you're my child? Yeah, because I know I'm tired. And it's a lot more individuals who are spiritually gifted for real. And they tired too. Because we tired of telling y'all. Because y'all be trying to come at us all types of crazy. And then, boom. Let me quit. Getting to know God for myself and within myself is what saved me. That's what saved me. It saved my life entirely. Not the way this I sing, give up my chain pieces. This my song, y'all. And I know I keep it, so I'm keeping you. I believe the kingdom of heaven is the kingdom of conscience. Yeah. That's why I tell y'all, y'all create your own heaven and hell right here on earth. You here setting your soul up for the next mission, for the next life. You doing the work. We all here to teach others in some way, somehow, some form, some fashion. All of us. Now you don't have to choose that path. But that don't mean you choose a path. Well, you could choose the path how you want to choose your path. But a lot of people end up choosing a path of destruction rather than choosing a path that not only helps them grow in consciousness, but it helps them grow in that divine light, that God light, as I will call it. That God light, beautiful. Ain't nothing like it. Warrior of light, warrior of love, warrior of peace, warrior of spirit, spirit warriors. I love everything she told the best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In conversations. I'm just here to do my job, Hussein. I'm a warrior of a lot of things. I say that. And I don't mind fighting them battles. People be like, man, you crazy. Because I tell people all the time, I don't mind answering the call. I'm going to answer the call every time. I'm going to answer the call every time. Every shift. Every shift. And I know, and I'm going to answer the call knowing it ain't easy. Knowing the challenges that come with it. I'm going to answer every time. Every time. I'm going to do what my ancestors couldn't. Every time. Like this. Yeah, my fear is disappointing God and my ancestors. That's my fear. And I do all that I can to make sure that I don't. Because you know, when you don't want to lose, listen, when you know you protected, you don't want to lose that. You move differently. You do things differently. You handle situations differently. You don't want to lose that. Having a nice, healthy spirit team of protection is truly a blessing. Ain't nothing wrong with that, McDonald. When I stepped away from the church, I stepped away from the church because I started, it's like the awakening that I was going through at that time. I was starting to see things. Like I was starting to see things in the church that didn't sit right with me. And it was things that I would always see but never really paid attention to. However, when I actually stepped away from the church, or was in the process of stepping away from the church, I started really paying attention to these things because I was like, dang, okay. You know, I was just noticing how it was things I've always seen in the church, but just never paid attention to. Because I told you, I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church, grew up singing in the church. And it was like a lifelong thing for me until I started seeing what I started seeing. And that led me into studying different religions. And then I converted to Islam. And then even with me in that transition, I was, you know, once I see stuff and you be like, when it's constantly just, you can't unsee it. It's like you want so bad to not see what you see when you first start to see it and awaken to these things, but you cannot unsee it. You can't unsee what you see. So I couldn't unsee it. And I'm just like, I was like, this not for me. It gotta be a higher level of consciousness for me, because religion is not it. And I knew that because it's a lot of things in religions that I completely will never agree to. And tradition, I'm not a traditional person. I've never liked traditions. Never. I have never liked traditions. So that was the first thing. I never felt comfortable. Um, Halloween. I mean, not Halloween, but Thanksgiving, for example. I've never in my life, never since I was, I want to say 14, maybe 14 or 15, I've never felt comfortable celebrating Thanksgiving. Never, never. Because I learned about Thanksgiving as a child from my paternal grandmother. I learned about holidays from my paternal grandmother as a child. And a lot of things that I know now, I learned from her as a child. It was just things I forgot about. And as I stepped away from religion, I started remembering things that I was taught as a child. And I'm like, what the, how don't, how I didn't remember that? How didn't I remember this? How did, so I remember last year I was going, I was going to celebrate the holidays, but I was going to do it with my mom. My mom passed away in October. So I didn't I didn't celebrate. What I did was I had a dinner at my house after my mom passed. Um, and I cooked so much food. And I think like a few days after that was Thanksgiving, but I cooked so much food. So it was like, but I haven't celebrated before that. I didn't celebrate a holiday for a really, really like years. Years. And I didn't do nothing for Thanksgiving last year. I sat at home. But my mom, we talked about me having Christmas at my house. So, in honor of my mom, because she loved the holidays, like she loved it. So, and when I was younger, she used to always come to my house on the holidays. Everybody came to my house on the holidays because I was the one that know how to cook. So everybody used to come to my house on the holidays. I cook for everybody. So we talked about it and she wanted to come to my house for the holidays. So I ended up decorating my house for Christmas. And I did it in honor of my mom and what she wanted. But she passed away, so we didn't get to do it. But I decorated my house inside and outside, upstairs, downstairs. I probably would have decorated the attic and the basement if I did attics and basements, but I didn't. But I decorated my whole house inside and out. And I only did it because just to honor my mom's spirit because I knew she loved Christmas. She loved it. So me and my sons, we decorated the whole house and that was that. But the way I decorated my house, wasn't no Santa Claus nowhere. What? Because I don't believe in that. Not never. I've never believed in Santa Claus. Never. Not even as a child. Never believed in Santa Claus. Never. I was taught differently. I had one side of the family teach me one way, and I had another side of the family teach me the truth. So it was like, that's why I tell people I had the best of both worlds growing up because I had a shitty reality. Is this just the truth? I had a shitty reality and I had a very good reality. So it was like, what would you gravitate towards? You know? But yeah, yeah, my house was white and gold. White and gold, angels on every window. Um, yeah, I didn't do no Santa Claus, none of that shit. It was peace, love, and joy all over my walls and everywhere. Cause no, I don't do the traditional things. Colors, no. Colors hold meaning. Numbers hold meaning. It very significant meaning. And if you don't know those things, you'll be inviting certain spirits into your home and around your home that you don't even know about. But you'll do it just because of the tradition you were taught, the tradition that you see others celebrate. So y'all got to be careful with that. Be careful with that. Cuz you don't want a lot of them spirits in your home. Trust me. You don't want to do it. Telling you, them traditions hold heavy spirits. Colors, numbers, dates. I'm telling you, you gotta dig a little deeper. Look beyond the surface is what I always say. Be willing to see beyond the surface. You're not meant to look at life on a surface level. You're not meant to look at things on a surface level. There's always a bigger picture. There's always something bigger than you. There's always something higher than you. Always. There's always a in-depth, more significant meaning behind a lot of things. So you just gotta learn to look beyond the surface. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here because I said I wasn't doing. Oh my goodness. I said we weren't going over 2 hours. Girl, Blue, I ain't seen you on here in a long time. Hey y'all. Hey Ken. Pistons make you smile. Okay. You must be from Detroit. Thank you for that too. I appreciate it. And you shouldn't, McDon. Yeah. I decorated, but the gift giving was towards the new year. The holiday, quote unquote, that I created in replace of Christmas is what I call Love Day, where we express our love to each other by gift giving, things of that nature. We call it Love Day. Got that kind of love you don't get tired of. So yeah, well, I'm not into the. I'm just not into traditional things. I respect people's tradition, but that don't mean I'ma engage. I'm gonna let you celebrate your thing, do your thing, do what you do, and I'm gonna do what I do. Rob Morris. Let me see. I missed something up here. You know what, y'all? YouTube been stealing my money. Ain't that crazy? I just found that out today. And I sent a hey Muwe, hello Remnant. I sent in a report. I reported it. But I don't know. I hear a lot about people talking about YouTube stealing their money, their likes and views being played with. My views and stuff been being played with for years. I literally watch the views go up and down. Now, how do you do that? How does that happen? But I've literally sat and watched it, so I know it's true, and I know it happens. Um, but yesterday I did find out they was stealing. They was taking my money. And last night, it was some people that did super chats, and they took that money. They took the super chats that was on there last night on my live video. They stole that. They glitched the video out, and I noticed when it popped back up, the amount across my screen was gone. And then it wasn't in my account with my other money. But and I was like, dang, because that happened before, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But I noticed it last night while I was, because I was looking at the screen when it happened, and I'm like, what the? I said I'm gonna wait till after the live video and then go look in my account and look at it at my YouTube earnings, and it wasn't there because the balance still the same. And it's crazy because, well, I do know some of my monetization is being held because I had to dispute them. Sony Music love claiming my videos for music that's heard in the background of the video. They love claiming my videos, but they gonna quit. Thank you. Exploiting like a mug, right? I don't know what percentage they take. I don't know if it's 30. I'm gonna have to look because I don't remember. I haven't read that in probably like 2 years. But they definitely stealing. YouTube's stealing for real. And then did I heard a couple other YouTubers talking about how not only are they stealing, but they playing with people's likes and views and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Woo! Sebastian, where you come from with that one? Sebastian. You can see that? My earrings are blue. Oh, thank you. It's Saturday. So if you haven't been here a while, you probably never heard me say I dress according to the days of the week because I know I just told y'all colors and numbers hold power. Okay? So I dress according to the days of the week. So Saturn's color is blue. Saturday energy, blue, Saturn, okay? Um, it's Saturday where I am. 10:15 p.m. Saturday where I am. So Sunday's color is yellow. Monday's color is so Sunday is the sun energy, Leo energy, and the color is yellow. Okay, yellow, maybe orange. Okay, Alexa, pause the music. Monday is the moon energy, Cancer energy, which the color for Monday, that moon energy is white or gray. Tuesday is Mars energy, Aries energy. Tuesday, the colors for Tuesday is red, also orange. Wednesday is Mercury energy. Mercury is Virgo and Gemini's ruling planet, which is green. Okay. Mercury is the color green. Thursday, which is Jupiter day, Jupiter energy, which is Sagittarius ruling planet is Jupiter. And the color for Thursday is gold, brown, tan, those type of colors. I'm 38. I'll be 39 next month in December. Friday is Venus energy. Okay, Friday is Venus energy. Venus is Libra and Taurus ruling planet. And the colors for those days are purple, pink, and Friday will be the day you wear black as well. Um, I saw you ask that, Hussein. That's why I said it. Um, so yeah, that's so usually like the hearts I the hearts I put on my videos are usually according to the day of the week, the color of the hearts that I use. The color of the clothes that I wear are associated with the days of the week. That's how I dress. I've been dressing that way for quite some time now, a few years. um, so I would recommend, like, if you're a Capricorn or an Aquarius, definitely wear blue on Saturdays. If you a Leo or another fire sign, definitely wear yellow on Sunday or orange. Monday, definitely wear white, gray, or black if it's new moon. If we in a new moon cycle, so this is where I shift at. So if we in a full moon cycle, I wear brighter colors. If we in a new moon cycle, I wear black. I don't wear no other color. I wear black or gray because that's that new moon energy, Lilith energy, okay? So I always wear black or gray during new moon cycles. It don't matter what day of the week it is. If I have something on that's the color of associated with that day of the week, you usually can't see it. So I'll say that. Or either my earrings would be the color of that day of the week, associated with that day of the week. Hussein, what you know about Lilith? Don't get me started on that Lilith. I only wear red on Tuesdays. I'm not a fan of red. I don't know why. It's just I've never liked red. Red was my mom's favorite color. And people, it's so crazy because people assume that my favorite color is red because they always be like, oh, it looks so good on your skin. And most fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, look great in red or orange. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, but I don't like red. I'm not a fan of red. I wear it from time to time. I have red clothes, red shoes, red heels. I just don't. It's rare that I wear them. You love dark energies? Most men do. Most men do. But I love that Lilith energy, that new moon energy, that's divine feminine energy. Okay? It's divine feminine energy. That's when ladies, okay, ladies, that's when you should be strongly embracing your feminine energy during new moon cycles. Strongly embrace your feminine energy, your divine feminine energy, if you have it, if you walk in the divine energy. Okay, if you are a divine being. FYI, just a little heads up. You'll love it there, especially during new moon cycles. Thank you, Remnant. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. My profile picture is I am in red. I changed that. I put that picture up during we was in a fire full moon energy, Aries full moon energy. That's when I changed all my profile pictures. Because my moon sign is fire, is Aries. My moon sign, my North Node, and I got other strong Aries placements. So that's why. Okay, shout out to you from Denmark. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Blue Miss 2000. Sebastian, can you read my comment from earlier? Let me go to it. They hit me so fast. No, I'm not married, Remnant. I'm single, single, single life. Can't nobody turn my fire off. I got way too much fire. You could try. Many have and failed. Can't nobody turn this fire off. Oh, V Twin Breed. I didn't even see your comment. Let me go ahead and block you real quick. And I don't do that. I don't believe in using sex toys as a single woman. No. I don't think that's healthy for women to use sex toys. Okay, Remnant, don't threaten me with a good time. Because I'll go to Africa with you. The word teach is what I take. Issue with seeing someone as a teacher makes them an authority in my eyes, and no person is responsible enough to never abuse that. Pastor is supposed to be one who guides and protects, not commands. Sebastian, are you talking about the comment, a pastor is supposed to be one who guides and protects, not commands? I'm in the U.S. Or are you talking about the comment, the word teacher? The word teach is what I take issue with. Seeing someone as a teacher makes them an authority in my eyes, and no person is responsible enough to never abuse that. My issue with pastors is that too much of the time They act like micromanaging sheep farmers instead of shepherds. Yeah, I read that one. This is true. This is true. Oh, Hussein, that comment make me want to hear that song. Hey, Laura, where you come from, love? Where did you come from, baby? So, Sebastian, with I agree with the pastor is supposed to be one who guides and protects, not commands. Yes. Now, a lot of them don't know how though. Some That's just the reality of it. A lot of them don't know how. I'm great tonight, Laura. Thank you for asking, honey. How are you? Hussein, I told you I got blue flames on my back. Or maybe you missed that. I think I told y'all that the other night. Because y'all was asking me about my tattoos on my wrists. It's love, JCDN. I got blue flames on my back. You said, hold on, let me go back to your comment. A teacher is an authority figure. Well, supposed to be. So you're not wrong about that. And it's not to be taken lightly. But, excuse me, y'all. But even in guiding, even with like a pastor guiding, they supposed to be teaching. If you standing up in a church, a congregation full of people, you supposed to be teaching and teaching properly though. A lot of them, they don't know. They don't know. They just don't know. It's like some know better. That's what gets me. Some know better. It's just like they don't care. Hello, I'm great. Alexa, play Burning Blue by Mariah the Scientist. You're making me want to hear that song. Show their shows they don't tell us about. Yeah, Laura, and we talked about that earlier in the live. It's a lot of truths that they don't tell you about. But you can't fault them for not telling you what they don't know. Because a lot of them don't know. It's a lot of false teachers and false prophets out here speaking on things they have no clue about. They have no idea. They just speaking from the Bible, and okay, speak from the Bible, but speak the truth that's there too. Don't just speak around the truth. Don't speak around the facts. Teach the facts. Yes, Laura. Oh my goodness. Alexa, volume down one. Thank you, McDon. God didn't approve or appoint them. They just there. Medellin, that's I hope I didn't say your name wrong, honey. I hope I didn't butcher it. That's a lot of pastors. In it strictly for the money. No profit, just all profits. And got a gift of prophecy. They just there for the profits. But they'll act like it. They'll try to place their hands on you like they have a gift that they don't possess. My nails are the same color they was yesterday. They just in the process of changing colors. They change colors. They change from blue, like a light blue, to lavender, to purple. Thank you. Remnant, no, we not judging people. We're having open, that's what we here for, open discussions and insight. To share our insight on in different perspectives. Hopefully to encourage people to do the right thing and stop doing things to cause damnation to their soul. Oh, Laura. Laura. I like it. Thank you. You said the fear of the Lord is the first step to wisdom. Okay. Okay, Hussein. I don't like solid color nails. I like nails that change colors. I like mood polish only. Ooh, okay, Remnant. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Yes. Just as there are false men and women of God, there are true men and women that do exist. God, men and women that do exist. And very many in number. Absolutely, Sebastian. Sebastian said, but those numbers only give meaning and have impact if we let them. Do you think we are capable of protecting our own souls? Absolutely. If you learn how to do so, or if you have the proper individual teaching you how to do so, because there's some that will know and won't they won't tell you. They don't tell you. Hello from Kenya. Thank you. I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things. But just to keep it at a surface level, I cook, I clean, I create. No, I do. Let me quit playing so much. I don't know why I be playing so much. But I do cook for real. I have a cleaning business. I have a business where I create items, self-healing, energy restoration items such as candles, sprays, and oils and things of that nature. And I also have a job that I go to where I cook for people in the community. Remnant, I pray for the same thing for my sons. But they can cook. My children can cook. They love to cook. I got that room, fever, cold as ice, you can be. You're like another fire-breathing creature. Hussein, I had to put you on the timeout, honey. Oh, yes, I do have children. 4, 1 daughter, and 3 sons. So, Sebastian, how do you feel about one being capable of protecting their own soul? You can protect your soul and your spirit if you know how. Oh, okay, cosmic egghead. Thank you. Yes, indeed, McDonald. To get to 7, I wanted 8 children. I did. I wanted 8 sons. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I've been on here 2 hours and 24 minutes. You know what? I'm going to stop saying... I'm going to stop saying we not going to be on here for over 2 hours. I got to stop saying that. Because every time I say it, we're on here for over 2 hours. Goodness gracious. So, okay, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Be blessed, nothing less. And I will be here tomorrow morning for the Rising Wisdom to start your day. Yes, Remnant. I know. So, see you in the morning. Well, it'll be evening for some of you. But, it'll be morning. Rising. For me. So, y'all be blessed, nothing less. I love you guys. I appreciate you for joining me in the chats respectfully. Okay. Yes, I enjoyed it. I did. I appreciate you, McDonald, for your insight. Laura, Sebastian, and all the rest of you as well. Thank you very much. Okay. Y'all enjoy your night. Get some good rest. A good night, Remnant.